Hi, everybody. This is Joanna. Thank you so much for tuning in today. What a beautiful and gorgeous day. And we wish everybody blessings and prayers and goodness to all. Thank you so much. And we were doing our sacred um, night care tips and routine for those that so desire to create self-care and self-love routines at night, to know that they can ignite and inspire their bodies and their cells in new ways to create greater peace and wellness and health within themselves, greater balance of who they are with source, activating that source essence of who they are. And there you wake up with just such great love and excitement for who you are becoming, that essence of what you've always been born as, the divine goddesses and the empresses and the beautiful priestesses that we all are, in charge of our reality, in charge of our bodies, allowing all things to be manifested through the love of self, through the love of all that we are, the oneness with source creator, the oneness with all that is. That source oneness within us allows us to create the reality that we truly desire at the highest perspective. And why that alignment with who we are at our higher self, aligning the higher self, the higher mind, the body, mind, spirit, and soul, harmonizing and honoring this in all moments that you can remember, taking breaks throughout your day to just realign with breath and intention. I'm aligning with my higher self and my soul and all that I am as an essence of source, so that I can move about this new reality that I'm co-creating. And today is really great because we're on a full moon in Leo, and it's called the Wolf Moon. And it's apparently one of the strongest ones of the year for 2021. And the wolf energy, I've got it right here. This beautiful wolf energy. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. The wolf energy, allowing us to honor who we are in the uniqueness of who we are, the unique piece of the puzzle that we are to our tribe. And this is what we were offering the other day, that we were bringing through the channel, that we'd like to start infusing these higher vibrational words and experiences to these new realities that we're all building and co-creating through our oneness and through our excitement just to be new in that fifth dimensional experience. Socio-altruism, and releasing what we know to be the socioeconomic systems that we've all been taught and told, and that we've been patterning in same cycles of density. And there's those of us that are here to break through those membranes so that we're creating something new that is a new way of the human collective moving about in benevolence and reverence for life, that reverence for the goodness that is source, the goodness that is all life. And so many of the councils were saying, just as I got on, and I'm going to read the comments that I didn't read last night because the Galactic Federation gave me a few things to say and I forgot. I always do that. I get so caught up in, there's so much in the excitement of the energy of spirit, and then I forget what I was bringing forward. And there was just saying, focus on the goodness and the wonderment that is God in all things. And we don't have to plan anything, and just being in that moment of, that spontaneous delivery of that gift that source brings you, because you're in the alignment of just being in wonder and joy and awe of source creator, not only with yourself, but all others on the planet. And how when you do that for yourself and you're just being in wonder of you, like last night when we were showing that evening routine, you're just being in the wonderment of you and what is it your body needs and your emotions need to feel sacred and wonderful and cared for and loved by you. And we can only do that when we're actually devoting ourselves and committing ourselves to our energy and who we are as source. And our renewal with source is so very key, so that we continue that walk of self-clarity and self-confidence, so that we're not swayed by the shifting and the changing of the outside world. We're the ones that have come forward in fifth dimensional leadership that are the eye of the storm, and we're the ones that are pressing through all of those mini collapses and mini tower moments, so that we're the ones that are paving the new way for these structures to be broken and the codes to be broken and rewritten anew with Christic intentions and Christic vibrations of unconditional love, inclusivity, and oneness. And that's just a natural progression of evolution. However, because of this lifetime and because of everything that we've come from, some of those little tower moments might seem a bit bigger and might seem a bit more daunting. And that's because they've been in rigidity and resistance for so long. So the longer that we hold ourselves in resistance of change or rigidity to change, or thinking that the ego mind has to sort it out and work it out 10 steps ahead, and whatever the ego mind thinks it needs to do, it doesn't, and it can't. And the more that we hold ourselves to those types of notions, then we're not living in the moment of that ponder and that wonder that is the beautiful divine sacredness of the holy sacred child. The excitement of being sacred, the excitement of being the beautiful child that you are, to explore your new reality in your new body. When you focus on, bringing yourself the radiance of who you are and the love of who you are and the honoring of who you are, whatever way that you want to practice with the intention of bringing goodness and wellness to your body and light to your body. You have the intention to know that you're placing that program into a higher vibrational potential when you do so. That when you spend that time with intention and thought and focus and love and care, those intentions are being absorbed by the cells and by all that you are as a multidimensional being, and the energies from Source Creator assisting you in that. So what they were telling me is that there's obviously many councils and many energies and consciousness that are assisting those of us that are really eager to break those membranes that have been on such dense cycles. And there's many councils and beings from the heavens and many consciousness that are here assisting us. And Gaia is one of those profound consciousness that assist us in just resetting, recalibrating our biochemistry within who we are to the energies of the natural elements of the planet. And we're emitting the vibration of who we are in oneness with the planet and our beautiful energies of the oneness of the planet. And you're now choosing to create that centered moment of oneness with the mother and the father. In this now moment, you're creating a new reality. Now is a new reality. Now is a new reality. Now is a new reality. And what is the biggest challenge that all people have, everyone, no matter how much of a master you think you are, there's this old cyclical patterns that are the denser magnetic poles of old behaviors and patterns and beliefs. That oftentimes those that you are threaded with and encircled with continue to keep those dense patterns going because it's what's comfortable, it's what's known, and most aren't even awake. So just know that it takes those times where you're aligning within who you are, you're aligning within your sacred self, you're aligning with your sacred honor and love of who you are, preparing your body through love and that sacred devotion and commitment you have to loving yourself and honoring yourself and bringing yourselves up to higher light, and training your body that you are the master of it, you are the directorship of your own light vessel, and you have the potentiation to bring yourself great health and wellness. And it takes that great health and wellness that prepares itself for those greater light packets that are just dropped and delivered for you to bounce beyond that membrane. And so they were showing me what is required sometimes, when you're on a merry-go-round and that merry-go-round has momentum, but it takes, it takes you the first, 5 minutes to get that momentum going. And that's what that jump is like. Those it's not linear at all. It's vibrational. Those vibrational jumps are required in a multidimensional way, not just what you think. You cannot get there through thought. You just can't. It has to be the multidimensional alignment of who you are to make those vibrational leaps. And it's done from a place of that purity. And so that's why most move through their ascension in pacing and cycles that are unique to them, because one person's pace is not another person's pace. They have a different karmic journey they have to go through and they have to walk through, and they have to learn their lessons. They cannot be moved into a cycle of immediate manifestations when they're operating in density and ego and shadow. You have to work through those energies and sort out why did you feel you needed to work from those energies of density and ego and shadow. What were you lacking of self? How did you feel separate? And then go in and heal that and know that you're not separate and bring yourself that love of oneness. And therefore why that daily self-care and those routines are so important, because you're preparing yourself in a multidimensional way so that when those opportunities are blessed to you, especially in these beautiful, profound alignments like full moons, you're honored in that space of, yeah, I brought myself here. I prepared myself. Every night I'm working on my bodies. Every night I'm aligning with Source Creator. I'm aligning with love. And not that it has to be because they're showing me those energies of, some of the Aries energies that I've come with is just like, get her done, get her done, let's get her done. But those are the ego, male, centric energies of that doing. It aligns with you much more quickly if you're allowing yourself the harmonization of the flow of all that you are as a one vessel of light. And there's a difference in feeling that. Let's just get her done. We're just allowing that flowing of love and oneness of light. You can feel the alchemic shift when you're opening up your vessel of light to the flow of the mother, to the flow of the father, the energies of Gaia, and you are the sacred child that's navigating through excitement and joy and curiosity and pondering and wonderment. It's a difference. So play with how you are this beautiful vessel of love and light. And those are the frequencies that are required for your shifting into new experiential realities and letting go of that merry-go-round, because it requires that additional, skip. skip, preparing your body for that transition, preparing your body for that new reality co-creation. And then, and therefore, you're aligning yourself to operate with a higher capacity to call in greater light, greater wisdoms, and greater intelligence of the councils that you're all working with. So they were showing me, thank you, Galactic Federations and the beautiful councils of light. Thank you. So many of them are showing me that we do work with you on many different vibrational realms so that your soul may assist itself in exploring all that it needs to and requires to remind you of the powerful gift and the blessing that you are yourself as the Holy Creator. And oftentimes if we're set on a course that our mind thinks from A to Z, if you will, those twists and turns and those navigational departures and detours, you don't know that you have the ability to navigate though unless you are flowing in the surrender of God's got me, I can do this. I've prepared myself, I prepared my body, my mind, I'm surrendering to source every minute, I'm aligning with the potential of who I am as light and spirit. I know that I've got all that I have and all the timelines, I've got my ancestors, my soul, everything is sending me what I need to. And you're just moving in this beautiful fluidic movement of navigation of light. And so they were saying that we are assisting you to bring change for those who consistently center and determine themselves in light against all odds to be peace. And so there's many, many beings and many councils that when you're sitting with yourself, especially on days like today, so I advise you, if you wanted to watch our full moon video yesterday and do a ceremony for yourself and create something special today on this beautiful alignment of energy, create those intentions today of what you're desiring for you. You're desiring for yourself to experience yourself as spirit. And that's what's so important, that many get not mixed up on, but they get waylaid, because what source desires for you, what your soul desires for you is soulful evolution. And oftentimes if you're in an experience where you want something so bad that you want it because you want it, and that's ego, that you're not seeing the soulful reasons of why you're wanting something so bad, but not actually learning from the lessons that you've just been moving through. If you can't learn from the lessons from why you've created what you've created, and you're just wanting something because you want it, and to jump all those spaces, the soul will not allow you to have those opportunities, because the lessons must be learned. You must sit within and you must say, I am love. And if I'm not feeling love and I'm wanting to manage, control, and do all of these other things, where is my lesson in that? You have to show your soul and the spirit that you're ready for those experiences. You can't just get there. You got to know you've worked through your issues. Because we said you can't get to 5D and say, okay, I'm going to start manifesting from thought. And you haven't worked through all of your soulful lessons. And you're creating chaos for yourself and all others. That's why there's these mandatory spiritual lessons that one must go through. You can't get there by a pill. You can't get there by manipulation. You can't get there by anything other than your alignment with source. Just can't. You can't. You got to know what you know because you know it, and you got to be it, the vibration of it, source, you, love. Your intellectuality will only create so much. That rest of that intellectuality of the universal omnipresence essence is your awakening, your oneness with source creator. That's the portal of all that you are, the vessel and the light of all that you are, and it's ever changing and always altering. But if you're not in charge and commanded and training your body to keep up with those energies and to keep up with those experiences and those expansiveness, then you're only going to be getting, as we've called it in the past, is, kind of piecemeal type of patchy work here and there. That's why we say those routines that you allow yourself to get into that are more positive and loving and fluid as light, because light is expansive and fluid and always pressing out. So if you allow yourself those experiences where you're creating morning and afternoon, or little alignments that matter for you on the cycles that you work within. Some people have different sleep cycles and different honoring cycles, but just create that for yourself to know that I'm going to train myself to prepare myself for a new vibrational field of light, a new vibrational field of working with the councils and with the heavens. And I got to prepare myself. I'm taking that ownership. I'm sovereign within my bodies, sovereign within my thought processes. And I am magnificent, and nothing that cannot penetrate me that is not magnificent. And I'll start working from the inside out. And you're taking ownership and commandment of that. You are steering your ship, and source creator will make sure that everything is fanning out before you. But you got to take that first step. You got to say, I want to know my lesson, because I know this lesson absolutely will serve me here, here, and here, and here, and here. You can't jump over it. Nobody can. Not one person can. Not one person can. There are those experiences, and I've had them, and I've experienced an incredible experience over the last 10 years on my contracts with the heavens. And a couple of years ago, I had a contract with the karmic board to do more work within denser reality vibration. And I pulled myself back to, if you will, a page energy. And those that follow tarot understand what page energy is. And I did it because I wanted to fully understand the psyche and the depths of the wounds that were experienced at that psyche level, so that I could teach about it on a multidimensional level and prepare and help heal those at that level. And I ended up going through an entire ascension all over again, right from scratch, building upon the skills that I had had, but taking it to a denser level, which was very traumatic for me. Very, very traumatic. And it's taken 5 years now to kind of pull myself, two full-on solid years of pulling myself, with the teams, all of the beings in the heavens that are working with me, the will of God, the will of God, just nothing will stop the will of God. If you have that intention to be this and to do this and to honor yourself in this, God will ensure that every being on this creational experience and platform is there to assist you and help you. What wouldn't we do that for our children? If your children has a passion about art and wants to go to the best art school, you'll make sure you do whatever you can to make sure that occurs, so that they can express themselves as their fullest. That's what Source and Mother, Father do, except on a far more profound experience. We're talking elementals, we're talking the earth, we're talking everything to assist you. But you have to be the one that says, you know what, I'm important enough. I claim this. This is my destiny. This is my right to be this, to own this, to honor this, because this is who I am. I've worked eons for this. I've brought my body back from death again and again and again and again. And I will be this. I will be this, the will of God as I am. My name is, my name is, my name is. Every cell right now, standing in attention, standing in attention, standing in attention. I am that I am. And there are beings and there are consciousnesses and there are groups in the unseen that are with you every step of the way. Make no mistake about that. Make no mistake about that. Miracles will be seen, miracles will be shown, and there will be stories written about these times. And that is the profundity of who we are with spirit. We'll match you equally. We'll match you equally. And this is why many of us have been born with those energies of those Aries energies, those first in the astrological charts that have strong Aries energies. Every astrological sign has its purpose for the puzzle of where we are at as a collective. The Aries energies are those code breakers that break those codes of old systems, of old routines, and they will not stop until there is freedom and liberation. Until they absolutely know that they are here to speak for the meek. They are here to speak for those that have lost their voice and their courage. And we are those that stand and say the misappropriation of children's bodies is not okay, and we will stand and we will make it right. We are the ones that are here breaking the barriers of what was and getting off that merry-go-round and saying this is new. Right now is new. And we have all the heavens meeting us equally in measure. Make no mistake about it, in measure. Make no mistake about it, in measure. You gather in groups of 3 or more, make no mistake, there will be miracles. Through the word of the Holy Creator, the Holy Spirit, the Holy all that is, the creational omnipresence of Source, Creator, Spirit, Allah, Abba, Mother, Father, the Holy Spirit, that is our essence of the Holy Christ. Vibration, 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 vibration. That's where you are. That's where you are. That's where you are. That's where you are. Vibration of love. It's profound. So profound. So what they wanted to say is that equally in measure that you are in devotion of love for yourself, aligning yourself with love, aligning yourself with your emotional intelligence, your intellectual intelligence of spirit, of light. We're not talking textbook. That is a part of it. It's a tool, but we're talking the intellectualism of your highest light programs, your higher self light intellect. I'm just going to email just in case. And so what they want to show me, your equal measure to your healing your body. Let's just say we have an illness and there's something about your body that you want healed. You're calling in the presence of your devotion and you're working on it. Say every day you take 10 or 15 minutes of just devotion of self-love to bringing your body into a higher vibrational Christic balance. You will begin to see through your own rituals and ceremonies that you're guided to pull in, because your guides will guide you on what to do in your ceremonies. And you will be guided to certain things that you can do that will initiate the vibrational alchemic frequencies that will that will honor your DNA and your chemistry. And so there's those changes that occur within you first. And it's through your purity of intent. Yes, this is who I want to be. This is who I want to experience myself as. This is my purpose here. And I absolutely have a purpose and a divine right to do so without hindrance. Without hindrance, I have the right to live my life in the way that I see fit. I have that right. It's a civil right. It's a vibrational right. It's a free will. It's the right of the heavens. And they will meet you in equal measure to ensure that all the way is cleared. It just is. And those that attempt to stop you and hinder you and throw you under the bus or throw rocks at you and damn you and damage you, whatever it is that they feel they have to do to stop you for whatever reasons that they feel they have to, that's their soul lesson, their soul's contract, and they're receiving their karma in whatever they sow. But whatever is done, those will be met with those equal freedoms and those clearances from those that are supporting and assisting all light workers, all light workers, all light workers. And in those struggles, again, it's part of the whole puzzle. It's part of the all. And it's a part of how we understand and learn about what was to what can be, is that all challenges and all struggles and all experiences allow us to become farther, grander, deeper, and richer in breaking free and showing us the inner strength that we have to love all, have all part, be a part of the puzzle, and keeping your attention and your focus on what is true for you. So it plays a part, sometimes and oftentimes grandly unnecessary and profoundly damaging and unnecessary. But to do that in a way that is honoring of your strength and never to, as they said to me in the beginning, to show your commitment and your devotion back to you. In doing so, no matter what is thrown against you, devote yourself to you and know that you will always be shown that way and the way will be cleared. So yeah, we are assisting to bring change. So they were showing me that, yes, there's going to be great changes, ride the cosmic wave, because those that have been doing the work and those that have been preparing themselves, mind, body, spirit, and soul, and through the heart, and no matter what you seem to be getting paid back with as far as the monetary experience, because for many of us, we've never ever done all of this to, make our financial, status in the world. Those light workers that are, the true heart and soul light workers, they do it because they're here. They know they're here to create light. That's who they are. It's just who we are. It's not something you put on a mask and say, this is, I'm going to be this today. No, it's who we are. We walk as light everywhere, every step. We're aware of it. We consciously walk as light. We can hear things in the vibration fields of others, and we send light and we honor light. We're constantly 24/7 in light. Yes, we have those moments where we're being pulled back when, we're learning our own soul lessons on how strong we are, and we don't think we have those moments of strength within us, and our teams are saying, you're absolutely so stronger than you know. You've done things 100 times harder than what you're doing right now. You got this. I'm just like, what? No. Like, yeah, you've gone into warring systems and you've cleaned it up. You've got this. And I'm like, but show me that. Show me. Give me that. Activate that in my code right now. Activate it, activate it, activate it. And they activate what they need to for me. Because we have roles and we have experiences on other planets where we're absolutely doing what we need to do to bring it here and anchor it here. But we only see what we think we see here. We're so limited by what we think we see. And that's just only a pinpoint of what our human potential is. And I'm one of the ones here to say, wake up. Our potential is far grander than you think. Body, mind, spirit, and soul. Let's begin. Let's create. Break away the density and break away the stuff, the mud that keeps you stuck. Break it up. Get the lawn tools in there and start breaking it up, putting some water on it, dealing with the emotions, understanding your emotional body and how it creates in a loving and joyful manner, and using it for the benevolence of you and all. Because again, what you sow in your garden of love is what you will receive. Will your garden be perched and damaged, and will everything be dug up and trampled because of the energies that you're putting within whatever it is you're doing? And there are some people that operate that way. In every moment that you're waking up, set yourself a new standard, set yourself a new beginning, set yourself a new intention, set yourself, no matter what was, here is different, here is now, here is now, here is now. And we're going to start to move in a beautiful, threaded way where all peoples are loved and all peoples are honored and all disenfranchised have their voice. All people, all people, all people, all people. What makes one person different than another because of the body that they carry or the color of their skin? What makes that any less of value or unimportance? How can any of that be determined? And it's just those the systems are coming from that need to be broken down. It's just like, how can you say that one dog is better than another, or one bird is better than another? One bird gets paid more because it has bigger wings. No, they're all required. Every bird has its unique song. And they were showing me, I don't know if I said this in my thing the other day, but the birds and the insects and all that sing together, they sing together and they honor one another together, and it's a harmonic song, and they all require one another to sing and play off of one another. So next time you're in the forest, or you're in this beautiful, you're in this beautiful setting, and you have all of these beautiful nature sounds, just pay attention and just tune in. And you'll understand the beautiful vibrational song, that they're all playing off one another. It's all required. Everything is required. Those that cause you the greatest challenge because they simply do not want to honor your light, and they don't get it, and they don't want to get it. But that causes you that greatest strength to return to who you are and say, it doesn't matter. I love who I am, and I'm going to be exactly who I am with or without you. I don't need your permission or approval. And I'm just going to be who I am. And I know that I will be supported by God and the Spirit because I'm meant to be here. And nothing and no one can sway me from that. But we don't learn those things until you've had those challenges. And then you teach other children too, the ones that go through school and are bullied over and over and over and over again by people that don't like who they are, or don't like their name or how they walk. I mean, how many of us have had children that have been bullied? How does that make your heart feel? And what story do you want for your children? What story do you want your children to know of you? Were you one of the ones that stood and say, I'm going to create something great here because my kids are going to know that vibration. They're going to know that my vibration was a part of this song for humanity. Beyond any financial entitlement. No, it's about the human song. It always has been. Where have we lost our way? To put people in slavery. Where have we lost our way? But we're here to make it right, dear ones. We're here to make it right. The heavens, the councils will meet you in equal measure in every way, physical, mental, emotional, and etheric, with your pure intention to be you. Pure intention to give yourself 15 minutes a day, morning and night, to honor who you are. Be sacred with who you are. Honor the blessing of you. To be beautiful in all that you are. To know that your beauty is graceful and elegant and is meant to be a part of your journey, not a hindrance, not something that people make fun of your inappropriate comments and whistles and whatever it might be. No, your beauty is a part of your elegance of grace of God. And just as the body that you carry doesn't predict the types of abuses that you will create, the treatment that you get, or because you're light and because you're kind and because you're a light worker, that gives others the permission to, see how far they can get in treating you with disgrace. No, these are the petty games we're leaving behind. We're meant to be kind, and we're meant to be light-filled. We're meant to know ourselves as grace. We're meant to have all children walk in the uniqueness and the specialness of who they are, so that they can use their voices and their uniqueness and their creative tools without being bullied and pushed to the ground for their uniqueness and their kindness and their open heart. That's the creative Christic child, and each and every one of us have a part to play in it. And so what can you sow? How can you be the beautiful, delicious experience that you are for you, and honor your body and honor your mind and honor your emotions and create rituals and ceremonies around it, so that you can, in every measure, meet the heavens and say, okay, heavens, today is the day. Today is the day I walk with my grace. Today is the day I walk with you, Mother, Father. Today is the day I sing and I walk, and in this presence of that song of God, of that song of the heavens, of that is singing in all forests, in all outside environments, I'm going to tune into that song and I will be with it. And that's what Jesus showed me yesterday about that field. There's a constant song going on. Constant. How may you be a part of that song? How can you just open up your heart and say, how can I receive in this? I'm tired of living in anger and resentment and, pettiness. This needs to stop. It needs to stop, because you understand that pettiness just filters to your kids, and you're just vibrating that right to your children. And then they've got to take another cycle and clear it. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. So not necessary. The pain that we've caused each other is so unnecessary. Instead of just coming forward and saying what you need to say and having that conversation and equally met in trust and honoring and authenticity and genuine compromise, and then allowing each person to have their own unique way and their right to live their life in the which they see fit. And this is the compromise that all of humanity is working in. You know, allowing everybody to come with their unique gifts, allow everyone to shine their own way, allow everyone to take care of themselves and honor themselves and be their own fishermen. So they're not relying and having codependent dysfunction. No, you get it from within. You can do it. You get it from within. What is your soul's purpose? What is your path? What is your beauty? And then seek it, honor it, nurture it, value it, be one with it. Yeah, I'm beautiful. In my way, my beauty means something different than what somebody else might think it is. My beauty is when I'm just sitting in quiet presence and I can feel the song of God in everything and all things. And the whole room has changed. That's the Christic vibration. That is what affects the grids. That is what affects realities. It just is. But we've got to be still and present enough to give ourselves that devotional time and say, yeah, heavens, I'm going to meet you. I want you to meet me. I want you to meet me. I want you to meet me in this beautiful dance and co-creation. We are creating realities here, dear ones. What reality do you want to experience? I mean, it's so profound. And sometimes we think that we're going from day to day and it's just like the other day. No, no, God, no. No, it's different. Now is different. Now is different. Now is different. Now is different. New light right now. New light right now. New light right now. New light. I'm aligned with God. I'm out there. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. Open up to the blessing. I'm creating my reality from right here, right now, the center of my belly. I'm done. This is where I'm going. No more pettiness. I'm done. Right now, right now, right now. I choose love. I choose light. I choose love. I choose light. And all that other stuff, it's a different door, different room, different reality. You don't have to go back. Pull all of your energy. Remember, preparing your body so that you're amplifying yourself up, 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 up. Preparing your body for that next level of jump. And be okay releasing what no longer serves. Releasing those things that hold you back or pull you down. And God will sort it out. Just surrender it to the heavens. I can no longer deal with this. I can no longer find the answers to this. It's not my drama. It's not my circus. I have the right to be here. I have the right here. I have the right to shine here and now in the way that I see fit. Because I know that I move within the highest counsel. I know that I have the highest benevolence. I know that I'm here to assist children. I know that I'm here to assist the planet. I know that I'm even here to assist those ones that get uncomfortable because of others' light. Because we are the mirror to one another to say, hey, you can do this. You've got greater strength. Go within and push out further, push out further, push out further. That all of those energies will be sorted out to where they need to go and play. And the energies that want to play and go create, they'll be sorted out into their unique puzzle. And that will be that infinity that just keeps pulling those higher light frequencies, will keep pulling those lower light frequencies until all of their lessons are learned. Because you can only create so much chaos and drama until you get it. I mean, how much drama and chaos do you want to create? Right? How far do you want to take that drama? The purpose was, you know, or you can simply be light. You say, okay, let it go, let it go, let it go. What do you want the children to see and know of you? What do you want the children to see and know of you? What do you want your next legacy to be? Because you will be back. You will be back on this earth. You will be back playing in another body, in another role. And you're going to be taking on probably opposites of what you took on this lifetime so that your soul could grow and learn. So what can you do right now to know that you, every cell in your body, every alignment of who you are, every chakra of who you are, I am in alignment with my Christ. I am in alignment with the breath of God. I am in alignment. I know great changes upon me. This is a full moon and I'm taking highest opportunity to know that I am on my highest path. Body, mind, spirit, and soul, and all the heart of that I am. Every cell in the center of every cell is the heart of creation. Are you aligned with it? Knowing that you are the all, in all benevolence and all goodness and all that is wonderment of God. You can open it up and activate it. Open it up and activate it. I am the wonderment of God. I am the wonderment of God. I have a great song. My voice is powerful. My voice counts. I do matter. I don't need to hear it from anybody. I matter because I matter with God. And God tells me every day, you're a blessing on this planet. You're a blessing on this planet. Keep creating light. You are a vessel of light. You are a vessel of light. Never let anyone tell you otherwise. And you feel that voice from within you just building up, just building up. Yes. That's all I need. So beautiful. Thank you, Holy Mother, and all the councils. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, it's so beautiful. And they said that believe in the unseen. Believe in, when you're placing your intention, you're creating that oneness and that similitude with you and source and you and your epicenter of light. Believe in what you cannot see, because there are forces and there are beings and there are energies working with you. It's my intention to create this beautiful similitude and have a beautiful experience where I know that I'm assisting in creating the miraculous healings and whatever it is that your soul's journey is, and you're creating that blessing upon the planet. You're helping the forests and you're helping the waters and the trees and all that is, that intention is flowing out, and there's beings that are assisting you, calling people to you, calling experiences and opportunities, and you're living in that presence of who you are with sources, that ever-flowing song. And it's not something you can map out from A to Z. Have the intention and have those your daily and your weekly soul growth templates and maps, and just put those highest intentions of, I want to learn the mamba, all of those intentions that make you to co-create wellness of your multidimensional template. My physical body will be served, my emotional body will be served because I love dancing. I'm going to read a book this week on this, I'm going to make a meal like this. So create your template with you and God in the center, creating that mother and the father frequency. And in the very center is your excitement to be that sacred child. So how can I create my weekly template of healing, my weekly template of self-love and self-nurturance and self-proclamation? You're proclaiming who you are. And in that, you'll see that those threads will be met in miraculous ways, multidimensionally, through the heavens meeting you. You'll see that the heavens will gift you with this, and synchronicity here, something there. You'll see something on your path that you laid there for yourself in another lifetime. Because right now is all lifetimes, now. You living fully in this open presence of source, you see everything, you feel everything, you get it. You actually get it because it's you. That part of you that says, Joanna, you're here creating a healing for someone. And that part of you that's open, yes, I get that, I'm there, I need to go. I'm on the next plane. So you're living in that open space of, yes, I can be here in every place, it's all well, because I'm one with source, I'm everywhere. And I'm open to it. I'm open to that flow of love and joy and gracefulness. That's source. Always a blessing. So they said the world of the unseen is always working on your behalf. The universe is always in your highest and your best interest. The problem comes when the perspectives and the beliefs and the ego narratives that we play that show us those different experiences, that, oh, why did this come back to me? I didn't deserve this. And why did that come to me? And, those energies that spiral at those subtle levels. Well, there's still worry there. There's a fear that you've got going on inside. So sort your fear out, bring it to the forefront, bless your fear, honor it for the lessons it's taught you. Now is a new timeline. For those of us that feel those other timelines, that's what's been so very challenging, because those timelines are, you can still feel them and you can still see them. But what the power of now is that you get to create a new trajectory so that timeline doesn't have to recreate itself vibrationally. And oftentimes in those deep karmic experiences and deep karmic relationships, that's what occurs, especially when you start awakening. You can wake up one morning because you've had a trigger and an activation, and you can feel totally different about something that yesterday you would have let go, because that's opened that packet of information that's reminded you about 3 or 4 lifetimes that was triggered and linked with and threaded with, that you're here to heal. And why we're all dealing with those types of energies with control and with subjugation, because that's our planet's lesson here. Releasing subjugation and returning to oneness. And that was the lesson of this planet, was separation. We're bringing Gaia back into the family, micro, macro, just as each of us are bringing ourselves back into the family. And what else did they say? Assume your position in the now. So claim and assume your position. And you can do that right now in new reality, right now in new reality, right now in new reality. See, feel, hear, and know your body is being healed, whatever it might be that you want to create attention with. And I suggest take 1 or 2 things a week and just work on it gently and softly and honoringly for 1 week. Meaning that, if you have, like a bladder issue, and then you have a wrecked ankle, and then you have psoriasis behind your ear or whatever it might be. Take one or two things, not any more than that, because you want to make sure that you're loving all that you are and honoring the process and honoring the journey and honoring the experience of you loving you and bringing yourself back to full health. And be open to, when you're in those self-healing experiences, open to the extra information that your teams will guide you with. And many times, I'll be sitting with my teams and they'll give me herbs and the essences so that I can smell them and reorganize the biochemical experiences in my bodies. And essences are really good that way because it restructures you to your natural experiences with Gaia. And why, so many of us need that Gaia time, because it restructures the bodies and all that we are. And why it's so important, for everyone to spend as much time as possible just grounding, doing your grounding work with Gaia, being with Gaia, setting those intentions, and even better, creating those ceremonies outside with Gaia. And knowing that, when you're doing so, you're creating that sense of oneness with everything and all things, because we are all one. And how can we start creating ceremony in that? The ones that you find challenges, create a ceremony, send light, and start focusing on your new. Because sometimes those are the challenging things for us, right? Because we've all held so closely to the relationships that we've grown up with and the experiences that we've had, but sometimes those are the most challenging and hurtful, and the most hurtful ones are the ones that we come with, those deep steeped threads. But those are the ones that allow us that greatest challenge and that greatest breakthrough and that greatest breaking point, where what was just, it just takes you to that next level, because it's a reality choice. I choose in this moment to no longer engage with those frequencies and experiences. I'm done. And when you choose with pure intent, as I said, the whole universe is behind you. You have free will and free choice, as the creators told me a couple of weeks ago. You have free will and free choice to create your reality. You don't have to succumb to anyone's version of your reality. Your reality is your choice. You get to choose the outcome. And they said to me, don't stay focused on the outcome, like, oh, it must be this way. No, but my reality now is new, and my reality is going to be filled with love and peace and harmony. And I'm calling in those that are of love and peace and harmony. And I'm releasing all those that are not. And the universe will support you. And things will be shifted. Those will be shifted out, and there'll be new ones coming in. You're creating it through your purity of your intent. I'm matching it. Heavens, stars, moons, everything. These are my intentions, and I will move forward, and I'm releasing everything that is not. It's not. You get to say, I've learned from it, I've honored it, I've appreciated it, I've valued it, I have so many lessons, boom, 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 boom. This is who I am. It's returned me to who I am. It's shown me I've got greater strength. It's shown me my oneness with Source. It's shown me my unconditional faith and love of Source, that in the unseen there is. In the unseen there is. In the unseen there is. Did you understand and did you know, dear lighted ones, that you might be sitting in there in your body and in the seat that you're sitting in, and you might think that you see me, but it is an illusion. That you might think that your body is solid, that you might think that your body is as it is, but did you know that the cells within you right now you cannot see? How different is what is within your body that is of the heavens? You cannot see the center of a flower, but you absolutely knows it's there. You cannot see what is within a tree, but you absolutely knows what's there, because the outside of the tree is showing itself to you. Does that make sense? The outside of Source is showing itself to you through the vision of who I am for you. You are creating this vision of me to remind you, you are as of Source is. It's how we allow our reality to play itself out to the moment we awaken. Wow, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I needed this to remind me. And everything that fans through your multidimensional reality, all timelines, all lifetimes, now I meet with equal measure. Now I meet Source with equal measure. Now I get to choose my reality, and that will be a different outcome, because I get to choose. Nobody chooses my outcome for me. Nobody. You are that with Source. You are that with Source. You are that with Source. You get to choose your outcome. Are you meeting it in equal measure? For the reason of being fully you. That's the point. That's the manifestation tip that most miss. What are you doing it for? Are you doing it for an ego get? Because you'll understand what's ego and you'll understand what's spirit. It's a vibrational feeling. You can feel it. That vibrational feeling, bringing the whole universe to you. That's alchemy. It's when you know you're in the vibration. You are sowing your seeds, and your seeds will will come great fruit. It's that beautiful experience that Jesus told me. Each and every one of you will have a foundational shift and break because you're shifting into a whole new idea and paradigm of what love is. What was love? What were the roles you held upon one another? What were the falsities you held upon one another? About who was more important and less important? What were your falsities about those roles? And those will be all shaken for each and every person in small and minor ways, depending on how steeped you hold to those values. If you're in a very karmic experience and you're clearing things for your lineage, and your lineage was very steeped in ideals of women being beneath men and women only having certain roles and so on and so forth, and you're here to create those healings for yourself, you'll take on those variances of that pendulum shift on either side. Your job is to heal that so you're getting ever more present into that neutral space so that all things can flow and be healed through releasing of what was and stepping into what can be, that all are equal, neutral. Doesn't have to mean one thing or the other. And oftentimes those experiences aren't fun because they cause a lot of drama and chaos, allowing each and every one of you to grow through those experiences. And each and every person has their unique pacing and temperament. Some might not be able to let go of those, and that's okay, but you also have your free will to let go of everything and start new and not hang on to hindrances that keep you small or want to make you feel small. You have that right to be who you are, grand and beautiful and big, and no voice is little. No voice. No voice is little, and no person on this planet is small. You're absolutely manifestors of this universe. So big up, ferry up, stand up, speak up, be you. Big yourself up. You are grand, you are big, and you are great. Great will be done. And you have the universe behind you, matching you equal measure. Equal measure, equal measure, equal measure. So how passionate can you be about you? How passionate can you be about you? Nothing to do with anybody else. It has to do with you and source. You and source. Right now I'm source. Right now I'm source. Right now I'm source. In the pit of my belly, I have a voice. The pit of my belly, I have a vision. Right, the pit of my belly, I have a message. Hi, I'm in the cat. So I am a cat. Hi, I'm a say I taste way I'm a Ay, ama, sia, noia pledia, noia playa. Play, dear loved ones, play. You're meant to be here. You're meant to play. You're meant to be vibrant. You're meant to be beautiful. What seeds are you sowing? Equal measure, equal measure, equal measure. Equal measure, equal measure, equal measure. That's how you create reality. That's how you create realities. Yesterday is not the same. Right now is new. Right now is new. Right now is new. Right now is new. Yesterday changes because now is new. Yesterday changes because right now is new. Yesterday changes because right now you forgive and let go. You're no longer there. You're no longer there. Now new, now new, now new. Here, here, here. Where you want to be vibrationally. I want to be in joy. I want to be fun. I want to be loving me. I want to be the song of who I am. Here now, here now, here now, Source, bring it to me. Mama wants a big life. Come on, Source, I'm big enough. And so it is. Be in love and joy of who you are, dear ones. Dear ones, ponder at the wonderment of God. Ponder. It's a beautiful time, beautiful, profound energies of the moon that are helping you magnetize something new. Where are you allowing yourself to be within the song? Be the song, be the song, be the song, be the song. There is a dance going on. Tune in. There's a dance going on. Presence of the song, of all that is joyful and all that is lovely and all that is light and all that is oneness and all that is unity and all that is oneness and all that is unity. We are the song of source. We are. He yamata keshe eta e a te se a te I am a makataka a si I am a makataka la 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 a te si si a e si si am a makataka a he am a makataka la 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 la. Thank you, Holy Spirit, the creators, the Holy Spirit, the creators, Holy Spirit, the creators of all that is. Thank you, Holy Mother Father. Thank you, Holy Mother Father, the Holy Christ, Metatron, all of the creators of all the universe. Thank you. Thank you as I lock this in, the beautiful ceremony of sound and sacred light language. Thank you, Holy Mother Father. Thank you. And we pray to you this beautiful full moon, and may you always be blessed, and may you always know that you are the wisdom of the Holy Creator. Understand that all that you do is a part of the beautiful puzzle, and we need you. So speak for those that have forgotten their voice. Stand up and be tall. We're one family. One. I rainbow you. Those that want to donate and assist us in our offerings, global webinars, classes, private sessions, divine light language activations, messages from your teams and your councils and your guides. All of the information is in the links below, and we love you so much, and thank you so much for sharing your light and being your light, and sharing all of our videos to those that you feel need to be inspired of who they are as Source Creator, to know that anything is transmutable and transferable through the holy essence of all that we are as light. The divine essence of soul, the divine essence of who we are as the Christ, creating matter. And may we create matter that is peaceful and beautiful in the gardens of love and the gardens of God. Come forward one more time on earth. Thank you, all of you. I rainbow you.